Okay, hello everyone, this is SirMadness for a little bit of a tutorial. Today we will just create a quick, we will create quickly a dungeon, okay? How to create quickly an adventure, like in a very simple way for all rookie creators. So we will go and jump into the Dungeon Maker. Took care to put my game in English, as you can see this time. So we will create a new campaign. Quick dungeon. We'll pick the name of your choice. The author name as well. I suggest you to put also the version of the module here, because a player can't see this box, okay? So that they have this in the list, okay? Select the picture of your choice. I don't know which one. Maybe I dislike this one. I like this one. Okay. So how to create our quick dungeon? There will be few steps. Okay, we will try to create an adventure from A to Z in like no time. Okay, so for this purpose we will need a short map only, a little small map. Sorry. We will call it A. Why not? Environment. Don't know which one. Maybe catacombs will be good. Small map only, this is enough. The goal of this small adventure is like if you want to play multiplayer with your friends, so you create the adventure in the afternoon and you can play right away the same evening. For this purpose we will focus on a simple dungeon crawler adventure. Okay, we will pick the pitch black one because it's really nice for the visual mood is really nice for the dungeon crawling experience. I also like very much this music, but you can pick the one you like. Eventually, yes, the name have not been made here, but these are different music, so you can pick the one you like. So at first we will need what we will need. We will need to pick a starting situation and an ending situation. Right before you start to map, okay, you need to have in mind what the player will have to do and where it comes from. So eventually we can improvise a simple thing. So we will say that the player are just an explorator group, okay, so nothing really fancy here, and they will have to retrieve an item, and for that kill a monster. Okay, so this is really simple pitch, and this is enough for a good adventure, or at least an adventure. Okay, so we will set up just the start. We will need to select eventually an ending room. Okay. On both of these rooms, you will put at first your entrance. Okay. So first, I'm using the mod Unfinished Business. So for this creation, I won't use the feature of the mod. Okay, but as you can see, the gadgets are sorted differently. Still, you have the one I will use. So you pick the entrance one, just to make sure you have something to start your adventure. Okay, and you will pick an exit one. So I like to pick the multiple exit. Okay, but you can pick the regular one. So this will be, eventually I will change. Okay. Okay, I will just put my exit here, so that we will be good to lock this thing like in an easy way, and secure your quest without using quests. So you will see. Now that we have our pitch and our entrance here or exit here, we will need, of course, the parkour between the two. So we will design our corridors and stuff. I suggest to not put several ways. Okay, just pick one. This will be good enough. So maybe a little turn here. We will have a first fight there. Okay. We will focus on 3 fights. A first one, a middle one, maybe a bit bigger, and the last one with the boss. Okay. So just 3 fights. This will be enough for a short adventure. A bit of dirt here. Oh, we can't. I will have to move the rooms. Sorry, you are used to my French accent. So we are there. Then we can eventually use this like a big room, and then we connect to this one. Can we connect with something else? No. Oh, I will pick this one. Okay, we connect, and then eventually we can reshape a bit. So that it will be a bit more dirty here. Okay, so we have a simple parkour with 3 fights. So one here, and one here. This one will be probably the biggest. Okay, and this one will be just the boss one. Sorry, I've got my my paper with my list of things to tell you. Yep. So we will have to choose a type of monster now. Okay. So we are explorators, probably mission by someone to retrieve an item and then kill the creature. What we will need to reach the creature, depending on the creature, maybe. So we will pick the monster asset. The monster gadget, sorry. Okay, this is just to click select and to roam the monster choice. Okay, so we will do an adventure for party level 1. So of course we can maybe pick the CR2, but not very much more. Because our party level 1 won't stand a chance if this is too high. Well. There is a lot of humanoids. Why not do goblin stuff plus maybe an orc at the end? So really classic stories. Okay. So we will do with orcs and goblins. Now we know what kind of monster you don't have to to select many types of monsters. Okay. Try to focus on 2, 3, 4, like 5 top, but no more for the whole adventure. So we know what we need. We have our gadgets. The first thing to do, now that we know what we have to do from where we came, and we have placed our parkour. So we will have to set up a bit of story. Okay, I won't make you do dialogues and quests and stuff, or maybe at the end of the tuto, but here we are just here to make a quick thing. So we will pick the activated lore. Okay. We will then pick something to activate it. So we want to activate it from start. Here there is the entry activator. Okay. And we see the entrance index is 0. Okay, so this is the same entrance index as this gadget. So this means when the player will use this gadget, then this thing will trigger and we will add gadget to it. This thing will trigger this one. Okay, and we pick the modal panel. So this is the black screen with words and stuff. So this will be up. This will be our title. Oh, sorry. Okay. You just put enter to jump a line. So you won't see in this box that there is a line between the two text. Okay, but there is in game. There will be. So don't do this, because otherwise you will have 2 lines between the two. Okay, so of course you enter here your real pitch, okay, your story. I just do this so that you can see what will happen. So for you it will be a bit more fast to create, because I'm speaking and reading my cheat and explaining stuff, but of course you will move faster than I do to create your own adventure. Still take time to think about your starting situation and ending situation, and put a nice intro. And there it is. So this will be our title, and then the text will appear, and once you're good, you can go roaming your dungeon. Okay, but we see that it's pretty empty. So this is something that we will care about later. Now we will place the same thing as we did for the entrance, but we will place it for the exit part. And we will use the occasion to oh, what happened? No, we are good. Okay. So we will use the occasion of adding an outro. So how will we do this? We will use a lore area, okay, with 8 there. Okay, so once the player will work on this one, then it will trigger another modal panel. So this is our ending title. And we add our ending situation lore here. Okay, so that when the player have killed the boss and pick the item, he will work on this thing, okay, and trigger the last text with the black screen explaining how is the situation ending. So we have this, but we don't want that the player work on this before killing the boss. So we will use some some gate, double door, why not? Okay. I use the R key to rotate the things. The door will be locked, okay, and hard locked. We will have to use an item, so we can pick where are the keys. Or you can pick any type of item that you want. If you want to use an emerald to open the door, you can. Okay, but we will pick just a brass key, like very casual key. So that this means if the player doesn't have the key, then he won't be able to open the door. Okay. So of course we will have to give him the key right away. So we will pick a boss. This will be our monster there. Okay. Because we have 3 fights, we will think at encounter group as 3 for this this one. Okay. And we will let auto spawn for now, but we can well, we will see just a bit after how to secure fights. So we will pick in humanoids. This will be our boss. So we want maybe a goblin shaman or something more. Maybe an orc beast master. I think it's not. I think he will use. Or maybe the orc shaman. So it's a bit tough, but it's fun. So we have our boss, okay, and we will pick an additional loot. And on this boss, we will pick the brass key that we need for the door. So this means if the boss is not killed, then the player won't have the key to reach the end. Okay. So this is a way to secure your quest. Without adding and using the quest feature of the campaign. Okay, so this is very simple way. Now we will just add a few blocks because it feels very empty so far, very unfinished. So the decoration part can be something a bit longer than the rest of the parts here. And I will suggest you to put time to decorate. So we will do a bit of mapping. We have our exit there. Okay, I picked the fake stairs up so that the player will go up towards the exit, and we will pick the same up, so that this means the player came down in the catacombs and will go up towards the exterior afterward. Okay, so here we have a parkour and our adventure. It's already playable, and because we have this exit activator, then when the player will use it, it will reach the victory screen, and this victory screen is like mandatory to add because it will allow your player to export its character and then keep the experience and level up and items. Okay, between adventures. So now we will just decorate a bit, and the first thing I want you to focus on will be to reduce the space of this generic rooms. Okay, because we all know the Dungeon Maker for a long time now. We all know the rooms and stuff. So I really want you to add a decoration like this. Okay, so far this is like puts it in like a random way. Okay, I don't think too much about what I'm doing now. I'm just trying to create some strange feelings compared to what we already know. So I'm using this. Do we really want to put this one here? Maybe. Why not? Okay. So we will pick some columns to fulfill the corners, because here I want a corridor. Maybe I can do this just to let the player explore a bit, and we will maybe put some loot here and there. What will I do here? Maybe this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting, I'm fulfilling the space and try to let a bit of space to the player. So there will be a fight, probably with a tomb or something. This will be just to put the mood. Okay. So as you can see, this not takes very much time to fulfill. You just have to try things. Okay. There I will add some more. We can pick this wall as well in order to fulfill the gap. Eventually, one thing that we can do is to delete the stuff, and we will use the secret door thing. Okay, where are you? Hidden door. So we will put 2 hidden doors here. Okay, and I make the reveal DC at max, so that the player won't be able to reveal the DC, or there is very low chance at level 1 that the player can detect the doors. Okay, but we will add stuff in order to help him maybe open the thing. So this is almost done. Eventually we can also add, we will make it 2 times. Okay. There. I'm like fulfilling with a shovel in a cake. This is a new expression for you, English people. So I want maybe this. We will see if this is ugly. I will change. Then we need a bit of wall here in order to fulfill. Okay, and last thing, this is the final room, or maybe I will just leave it as it is, but with small columns and something like I don't know, a desk or an altar or something, for the shaman. Maybe this. Okay. The shaman will do its ritual stuff. Okay. Okay. Maybe there we can add a little more columns. Okay, so why do we add columns? First, this is because we want to reduce the space and create a bit of something more personal. Also, because we will need some cover at some point, so this is nice for the player to have stuff to hide behind. What can we add there? Don't we have some tombs? I think we have. Oh, there it is. These ones are good because the player can climb on it. Okay. So first we will add this here. This will be just for decoration and the map mood. We will need something to well, I'm sorry, I'm searching for prison. Oh, there it is. Prison fence. Okay. This is to encase the tombs. Now we will pick a bit of light eventually, like this one. And we can pick our columns once again. Okay, so this is like very quickly made, but we will visit in a few minutes the thing. Okay, what can we add? Eventually we can add this. Okay, I'm sorry for those who maybe are in live. I see that we got some internet issues. Okay, so we have our torch here. We can see the entrance. So we have a bit of a space here where we can put some statues or tombs. Okay, we have here our little decoration. So the purpose of this is just to add a mood. Okay, take care with your creation to fulfill the space and create like we have done here, some strange things to explore. And so there will be a fight there. There will be nothing except walking. Eventually you can put a trap or two so that thieves will be useful. Okay, we have.
There's a hidden door here.
Oh, because we are in test mode, so the party detect the door, but in game, in real game, it won't. Okay, there will be a good fight as well. And this is blocked here.
Found
Okay.
a door here.
The other door here. Okay, and we reach the boss. But, it won't fight. Okay, so we will kill it with the cheat option. Then kill battle enemies. Okay. Here the door can't be open. Okay. So we will pick the key. Just open. And there we can reach the exit. And we see our ending title and the ending of the story that will pop. Okay. So everything is working, of course, because this is very simple. We made this in no time. But this is not finished. So one thing we will do is to put a bit of lore in order to create a bit more of an adventure. Because dungeon crawling is nice. We like to fight monsters and stuff. Hello Mordring, welcome. I just took a break for making my map, says Mordring. Yes, so this is just a little quick tuto for really beginners to show how in no time we can do a cool adventure, or at least a playable and full adventure with a short map, with a small map, sorry. So we have seen that there is a bit of space, so we will fulfill it with this. Like we pick the same assets in order to keep some other asset of the same environment for maybe another adventure that will be different if we use another asset. Okay, so we won't use barrels and stuff. If we want to use catacombs with this one, then it will be a different mood right away. We want some tombs because we need here some cover and stuff. Okay. Think to return or rotate your assets if you use the same several times in the same area, so that the player won't feel that it's the same asset every time, even though you know and the player knows that it's the same. Still, visually it won't be that obvious. Okay, I will just delete this one because I felt a bit too much, but I will use columns. Okay. Oh, eventually we can use something else. We can use the double door with no keys, no nothing, so that the player can just open a door, and it's always interesting in a dungeon crawler to open doors. Okay, we can do this as well. I rotate the door because when you push the doors, then it will open that way. Okay, and with this one it will open that way, so it's more inviting for the player to walk. Okay, and there we will need another one, maybe just here. Okay, one thing is missing about the decoration. Well, you can add a lot more, okay, for this, but we want to make it quick. One thing we will add is some rocks in the more dirty area. So we will put maybe this one. Okay, thing to rotate every time. Every time you use one, you rotate. Compared to the last one. So this is why we duplicate. Okay. there is here some other dirt. Okay, I think this will be enough for this room. Now we will pick another type of rock in order to create some more mess. Okay. If, while roaming the map, you feel that it's obvious that the asset is the same and stuff, then do not hesitate to rotate or replace your assets. The goal here is to provide the player the feeling of traveling and exploring and discovering things. Okay, we can add a bit of rock here and there. Okay, we will pick the tiny one. This is kinda like a speedrun of mapping, but you see that it's very easy. There is nothing special. You can place this one here. Eventually we can use a bit of that. This one is very important to rotate. Oops, I forgot. So if this is far enough, you are not forced to rotate, of course, but well, there it is. A crawl space, an enemy just behind, says Mordring. Yes, it can be, but we stated at the start of this very mapping that there will be one fight here, one there, and the boss fight here. So this is 3 fights for a small quick adventure. But of course, you can use the little corners to hide enemies. Though take care to create real fights, because this is often that we see enemies everywhere along the way, and with D&D and turn-based thing, this is not fun. So prefer, well, it's not an obligation, but prefer to regroup your creatures and do 1 or 2 or 3 big fights than make your creature everywhere in the dungeon but alone and easy to kill, because this is just becoming a pop-up activator, so this is not very good. Well, not very enjoyable. So we have one thing to do now. This is, well, maybe a bit more like there, just for the sake of fulfilling the space. This is our exit room, and we have done nothing here, so we will use the columns in order to create this invitation to leave the space. Okay, we will use a bit of walls. There is. Okay, we'll pick this one that I like very much, with skulls and stuff. Okay, so this is actually nothing. As you can see, there is really little few things, but this is enough to create something a bit more enjoyable than an empty room. Okay, so one last thing will be to add this here. And I think we are good. Maybe there will be missing stuff. Okay. So I think we're good. Now there is two things missing. The first thing, this is how to activate these doors. So we will let the player to see a plate, maybe. Why not? Plate activator. Okay, that we will hide here, and we will add eventually another one. Where? Here maybe. So this is pretty much obvious, and we will add the two gadgets there. So when the player will walk on this plate, the doors will open, and there will be behind, why not, a loot, like two chests. Or we will let it one chest, and we will see. Yes, why not this one? This is a CR2 loot. This plate maybe here to activate the two doors. So why I added two doors? This is because the player will be able to see the hole here if there is only one. Because of the fog of war mechanic, we can see that there is something behind the wall. So if you add at least two, then it's a bit less visible. If you add more, this is better. But we are here to do simple things. Because there is no symmetry here, I will add just a little statue. Okay, and the same one maybe here. Eventually we can add two. And where can we add some other statues? I don't know. There I will fulfill this. Okay. Or eventually statues here. Oh no, we want to leave the column. Okay. We'll add two more, and this is almost good. Okay, so this is good for our mapping. Maybe here there is a little bit of something to add, but we will let it as it is. So next step will be to add a light for players. So we will pick the interactive torches and put this everywhere. So this is just for decoration, but we will need oh no, I don't like this one here. Okay, we will let the player enlight the torches. We'll add one here, then two here, because there will be a fight. Well, it's a fight with goblins, so we don't really need lights, but can you put one torch here, maybe one other here? And there, oh yes, we can't do that. So I will add. I'll let the torches off, so that it will be on the player to enlight or not. Okay. Do we want some more? No, I think it's enough. Eventually there. One there. And in this room we want to add some. Okay. And I think we are good now. I will use this one. Because this is the end, we can enlight stuff. So the player will know that this is the end. Sorry, Mordring, I will catch up your message in a minute. Now we will need our monsters. So we pick this one. Okay, we put our goblins here, but we will change the group index because this is another group, and we will delete the brass key. Okay. So we will pick the goblins. This is humanoid, and we have some goblins, not shaman, not skirmisher, sorry. Or maybe, well, first 2 skirmishers, then we will pick 2 goblins, so it will be just a quick fight, like very easy one. This is the first one, okay? And we let all this that way, so that if the player wants to sneak, he can do. Then we have said that we want to put some traps in there. So we have the trap. Oops. What we will do is to let the player the choice to maybe walk around. Okay. So if the group doesn't have a thief, then they can eventually. 12 is good enough for level 1. Saving throw DC I will let at 10. And we will pick the ground spike, because this is, oh, maybe not the ground spike. You see that there is the dice. This is one D10 with this one. So we will pick the lowest. This is poison cloud with 2d6. Okay, so we pick this one because we don't want to kill our player. We just want to make him stress. And I will even lower the DC a bit, because there will be 2 or 3 traps. Okay, so we are good with that. This is only for the thieves, so that he feel a bit useful. And we are good. Eventually we can add a trap there. Okay. And this is good enough. Okay, so after the fight we will need a chest with a bit of potions. Because this is a very small fight, there won't be level up or no need to rest. Okay, if the player needs to rest with this, he can take a short rest or something. So we will put our chest there. This is the free chest. Okay, so we will give a CR0 loot. And eventually there, oops, there will be there will be the potions here. Okay, so we select an item, explicit item. We type po here and filter so that we can have the potion a bit more quickly, and we will add 2 potions of healing. Okay, so what we do here is not to compensate the fight, but we set up the final fight. Okay, so we know that the player will have at least 2 potions, or maybe this one, to be healthy at the end and enjoy maybe the last fight. So we have 2 potions. We have a random loot here. We have another random loot here, but a bigger one. Same here. Okay, we will pick the statues. Oh no, I want this. I want this. Okay. So that the player can enlight. Oh, you know what? We will add the gadget to this plate so that the torch will enlight itself when the player will walk the plate. Also, because you want to warn your player that something happened, you will take an activated lore like we did in the first thing. We will add a timed panel. Okay. A door open behind you. Okay. So this is a very easy warning. And we can duplicate and add as well to the gadget. So once we will work on the plate, the pop-up will trigger, the door will open, and the light will enlight itself, so that the player probably won't miss the chest. We will continue with our monsters. So this will be the second fight. Still with goblins, but first thing first, we change the group index. And second thing, we will add a bit more of challenge. So we will hide our goblins. Maybe we can give a free goblin here. Okay. As you can see, they are all oriented toward the player. Okay. And we will change now the type of goblins because we want also some skirmishers. Where are you? Skirmishers. I won't add a shaman here because this is too much of a challenge. Okay, so still this is an easy fight. And we will add maybe some virtual loot. Okay, there. To reward the player, we can pick the CR0. Okay. This is enough. Okay. No need to give a ton of loot, because the less you give, but the more rewarding it will be. Eventually, we need still some. We will add a chest. There, we will add the well. I would like to add 2 chests so that we can give a weapon. We will need a magic weapon because a player likes it very much, and if you use some werewolf, for example, then you will need a magic weapon to fight it. So also you will maybe have to give some identification stuff, so like scrolls or This is there. Okay. I don't think we will need it for the dagger, but okay, and we can duplicate here to give eventually something else like an armor. We already give something for the rogue and stuff. I gave the dagger because almost every party can use it. But we can give something a bit different. Maybe a shield. Shield +1 can be good for several characters. So this is 2 magical items. This is already a lot for this kind of adventure. Eventually you can put only 1, because also you want to give something at the end. So we can duplicate here. This is a right click to delete the things, and a left click to add more of the same thing. And there, because we gift a dagger and a buckler, maybe we can give something more for everyone. Like, I don't know, what can we give? Oh, this is for this is very much powerful for this kind of adventure. But eventually, why not a necrotic ring? And why not something else? In the idea, the goal will be to give 4 items so that every character can have 1. Okay. So the ring, almost well, everyone can have it. Maybe we can give something for like a magician. Is there a staff somewhere? There. Quarterstaff +1. So this is good enough, and we can give a few potions as well. Oops. So that the player can heal itself. We also will need 2 fire camps. So it's better if you have a real area to put your fire camp, but your campfire, sorry. But we will need maybe 1 here, so that the player can rest just before the final fight, and maybe 1 here, or we can add 2. Okay, eventually you can add 1 also at the start, though our adventure is for level 1, so no player will have to level up or heal or nothing at this time. But if you do adventure for level 2, 3, 4 or more, think to try as possible to add a fire camp at start, so that the player can prepare itself before the adventure. Now the thing we want to give, we know that goblins provide food, okay, when they die, but to make sure, we will add maybe a crate or something. Yes, we have crates, okay. So what we will do is to put a crate here, for example, with just a virtual loot. Okay, and some food in there. I don't know how it's called in English. Yeah, I usually have my my game in French. So we can add 2 of these. Okay, so this is a lot of food, but we know that there is maybe the need of resting here and after the final fight. So this final fight we will then add our creatures. Okay, and we will set up at 3. So this is the skirmishers, and this fight can be a bit more funky, but take care to not make it too much, because there is the boss as well. Okay. So our adventure is almost finished. We have something else to add. So we will use a crate first. Okay. And we will place this crate maybe here. It will be better before the first fight. Oops, this is a bug. Okay, because there we will add some few items. So it's better as well if you separate them. But if you don't, it's okay. It's like giving the player some stuff like the thief tools and the magical stuff. This is the thief tools. Eventually you can give the crafting kits as well. This is not there. Oh yes, this is there. You can give the kits if you want. For this adventure we won't have the need of it, but if you want, this is okay. Okay, we will give the scroll kit. So probably the player will have it already. Okay, but in case you want to make sure, if you do a more bigger adventure, then you can give it. And also one thing, this is for the druid. You want this, the druidic focus, and an universal one. So maybe where are they? Where are they? Maybe here? Yes, this one, for example. So that if a character has not what it needs, you know that there is something in the adventure to make them okay. Eventually, this crate you can leave it at the entrance, also with a bit of arrows and bolts. So this is the like prerequisite of bolt of what an adventure needs in order to no, this is the flaming bolt. This is a bit too much. There is no bolt like regular one. Basic poison bolt. Where are the bolts? Sorry, this is the crossbow bolt. There, we are good. I think we are good. Okay, so and the last thing we will add is some more activated lore or lore area, depending on what you need to display your lore. Okay, because you want to give your player an adventure. So do not hesitate to put some lore there. You can use the model panel if you have some big lore to provide, but the tiny panel is often enough. Okay. We will we will add a bit more, like for example in front of the door. Some Voilà. You hear some weird laughs and whispering. So this is just a pop-up that will warn your player that, oh, maybe there is something behind the door, I will stealth. Okay? And you can add something else here. Okay. So this is just it. We have already a simple and basic adventure that we can play in full. Okay? And as you can see, we have put maybe an hour to make it complete. So now I will catch up the Mordring and the Ranix message. Mordring says that once you get the hang, it's of decorating. It's nice and fast, and this is totally right. And yes, another advice that Mordring want to provide is to use doors and stuff between the groups, so that you won't have a mess when battling. So this is our adventure. We will play it like real quick. We will test it. Okay, we have all our loot if we need. Bolts are very important because, well, I think this is fixed now, but for a long time there wasn't a bolt in the loot. So we will stay cautious because we know that there is monsters here. Where is... oh no, we moved the crate here. Okay, we can add something else eventually. In this area. There we stealth. Okay.
Can't say I'm surprised.
We tried to stealth, but the setup of the room is like preventing from stealth. So we will fight our goblins. Okay, nice miss. I will do the fight for real because I want to know if first the fight is doable. Of course we think that it will be, but sometimes not with goblins we think that it will be, and it's not that much. So this is very important to test your fight.
That's on me.
And also because we want to know if there is a need of rest just after the fight, or potions or stuff like that. Like here we know, oh, we can add a bit of light. So I will use my cleric to enlight the area. Okay, and provide the rogue a bit of bonus next time. Okay. So this first fight is not supposed to ask the player to throw all his spells and stuff. It's just for the mood. First fight is for the mood, and to introduce the type of creature that the player will face during the adventure. Well, during the chapter, the sequence, or the dungeon, or of course if you do a real big campaign, you will have something else than the goblin all along. Okay, and you can see that already only 4 goblins, it's enough to battle for a while. Also because this creature tend to disengage and run.
Prevail.
But we have a dwarf. Oh. Critical on the Nyala. We don't need light, it's goblins, famous word from human adventurer. Yes, and this is probably the thing you can read on their tomb as well. Et salut à toi, Zizane.
Another one bites the dust.
Ring of Protection. This is a good item to provide like after a first or second fight. Indeed. Well, usually the idea is to provide items during your adventure for what the player will need after it. So if you don't know of if there is nothing special to give, a ring of protection is very good idea, like bucklers or the daggers like we did. But if you know that the player will face a fire elemental, for example, then you can give a ring of fire resistance somewhere before, like make it logic that the loot make it useful as possible. It's universal plus N
Nice
plus 1
move.
AC, says Mordring. Okay, we have finished with our goblins. So we see that we have a bit of HP loss, but not that much. It's okay. Oh, I'm in story mode. Well, I will move to authentical. I should have done that before, but I forget. Well, we can assume that maybe our party will be 1/3 of HP loss, but this is not enough to take a long rest, so eventually the player can take the short rest here, and this is what we want. Here this is a bit of lore. Okay, so after your first fight you give a bit of lore in order to entertain your player and put him more deep in the adventure. The traps can be avoided if the player has no rogue. Okay, you can see that he can walk around. You don't want to kill your player with traps. This is just for rogues to be entertained, and eventually to keep the player focus on the stealth, because if there is a fight that requires stealth, you can use traps like easy detected, okay, to warn your player, okay, now you will need to stealth. So this is a tool for you to control your adventure and what the player will do. Oh. But if you have dumb adventurers, then it will be like that. Okay, so I will use the spell here. I could use the short rest as well, but it's okay for the spell. Well, basically the goal is to slowly make the player using its potions and stuff, but not in one shot, and just before the last fight to provide what it needs, so that it's rewarding if he has more, sorry, than what's required. Then he played well. Okay, so this is a good feeling for him. Okay, we will use this to trigger the last fight. Well, the second fight, sorry. So this goblin is free, but the goal of giving this goblin free is to trigger all others. And we have some covers here and there. This rogue was not entertained enough, so that he saw the light and probably speak a bit with its god. and now I feel it feels very, very good. Okay. So take care also with the surprise run, because rogues can one-shot things. And you want to have enough creature to create a good battle, but enough creature doesn't mean that you will need hundreds of creature. Okay, we can't see anyone there, so what we will do is to prepare something. We will do the same thing with the wizard. Cast no, I don't want to cast a spell, I want to make it ready. Yep.
No.
So while the creatures are playing, for those who catch this video on time, you can still take part on the mapping contest until May 7, where you can win some DLC keys. 3 are offered from Tactical Adventure, 1 from me. The 3 from Tactical Adventure are made for Steam, and I can provide eventually a GOG key if you don't need a Steam key. Also, Tactical Adventure allows me to grant you, for all creators that will take part to this contest, the source book plus world map plus a scenario to play, and in a printable version. Okay, and also you will have a Steam game to choose from a list. I will wake up my my wizard here. Is this possible? Please. Why? Oh, okay. Well, this is really bad. This is too bad.
Good.
For the moment. She's dead. Because the rogue says that he spoke to its god and saw the light, then Nala wanted to see that as well. It's okay. Just like a casual afternoon for them.
Keep them coming.
So we have 9 turns to save. And this is just goblins, okay? Goblins and easy trap. So we can see that there is not a need of much thing. I see, I dislike this wall. Maybe I will move it in order to replace this column, okay? And make it this way. Nice.
I will kill you.
Okay. Now I will rush for the rogue to have the bonus. Maybe the dwarf can do the job first. No. Nope. I didn't play this adventure, Mordring, but I note what you say. So Mordring says that everyone who played lost mine off. Condelver. Sorry, I don't know. I think it's a original D&D module.
What?
But everyone who plays this knows that goblins are the final boss. Says Mordred. And indeed, this is not that easy fight because they run everywhere. So we see the plate here. Eventually the player can activate it in combat. Oh, you run that far. Okay. Can we make it on time? I don't know. Please finish this goblin. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is just a test, guys. Please don't kill us. Well, I think it's a fair fight for level 1. Oh, it's the starter adventure, okay. And someone remade it in Solasta. I don't know who was the creator for Solasta. I'm sure it's not Silverquick because he did other modules.
You should have fled.
Okay. One less enemy as it's usually said. We will give a bit of healing to Anton. Then where is the goblin? Oh, it's there. Oh,
I
wow.
won't miss next time.
You said that the last time already. Well. Well, this is why we have to playtest, like for real, the fights. Because even if this one feels okay, this is only when playing it that you will know if it's okay or not. And I think so. Because we spoke about Silverquick, a famous creator. He tend to say that a good fight is a fight where the player is feared. Okay, but as creator we are not here to kill the player. Well, eventually you can do that, but you have to warn your player that you will do that because it's not very cool if not. But the goal of a good fight, well, a balanced fight if possible,
You never stood a chance.
is to make the player have fear and but win the fight still. So I usually aim for 2 or 3 characters down at the end of the fight. This is not we can't really control this, but this is what I am. If I have 2 or 1 down, maybe it won't be hard enough for the best players.
You should have yielded.
Prank is the author's name, okay, of the Lost Mines. So if you want to play it, you can in the Steam Workshop, probably mod.io as well. Okay, so we have our loot, we have some food and stuff. we see that our character maybe will need a rest, but we don't really need a long rest, sorry, and we don't have a level up, so we can take a short rest. This is enough, and this is nice. Okay, we will just put the light on again. Okay, and now
is with us.
we will finish our adventure. Okay, we will walk on our plate. The door open behind you. Sorry if my English is not well righted. Okay, well this bit of decoration is not very good, but this is while roaming the dungeon that we can see it's not good. So I will preferably move this chest 1 square forward. Oh, I can't because of that. Okay, so I will delete one of the two doors. It's okay. Just to add a wall. So this is why playtesting is important too, because we will do some mistake like that, and this is important to correct before you publish. Because once you've published, either you have warned your player that it will be a beta and it's okay to have bugs and stuff, but if you don't, then the player will just be unhappy to see mistakes. No, this is that. Okay, well, I can't grab the bag because maybe I could, but it's okay. Another trap. So you can make them harder to see, but it's either way. If it's easy to see, then it can be can deal a lot of damage. Okay, if it's not easy to see, then don't do a lot of damage. Okay, so this is a choice here to make. We open the other door. Okay, this is you see the wall here. This is the setup we will redo in the other room. Then we have our final corridor. We can you see here you can add something for your boss so that the player will know. Oh, I have to maybe stealth. Okay.
Sorry.
But we move too much forward, so this is the final fight. This is also why you want to add a pre-boss lore, because your player will know, okay, this is the final fight, so I can use all my spells and stuff. Okay, because otherwise, before that, he will think, oh, maybe I will need to keep my spells for later. So at some point, you, as player, you want to use your spell and stuff in full. So this is good to warn the player. Okay, now you can. And this is it. We will have to take care of this orc because he has the lightning spell. It is very much of a nightmare, especially at level 1. Eventually what we can do is to grant some XP, some experience to use the plates, so that the player can reach level 2 just before the fight. Okay, eventually we can do that. Oh, Mordring speaks about a hint about high ground stuff, because like here, for example, we can reach the bag. So this can happen if we, because here we will need the key. If the key was on this bag, for example, then we are stuck forever in the adventure. So this is a good hint, actually. Okay, we will give this goblin a bit of axe. No, this is not possible. There.
Yeah. Perfect.
Doesn't always happen, yes. But actually, yes, it happens. So, well, usually for a bit more of safety, there is something else to do. But for now, we will just focus on easy stuff. So take care to this eventually, but it's fine. But because on this example we don't use quests and dialogues and stuff,
getting the measure of this.
We will keep things simple. But right after the end of this adventure, we can add few advanced stuff if you want to polish this adventure in a more experienced or advanced way.
And the winner is
We will
me.
do so that you have all. If you want to make just short adventure for your friends to play this evening and stuff, you have seen that in 1 hour we have done this, okay? So you can. And now for those who have a bit more time, we will just after this secure the situation that Mordring speaks about, and also provide a bit more of fun for your player. But still in a simple and easy way. Okay, I just want to finish this fight, so there is 2 goblins left and oh no.
No one behind.
Ah yes, this is what I would avoid. Too bad. We will hide our wizard. Well, this is a boss fight, so it's okay. But please, okay, I will be there. Then use this for you. Now
Try
it's
again.
time to focus the shaman. Well, I'm just saying this, but maybe the skirmisher first. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, Anton, can you, no, please, dash to this creature and kill it? No. Okay. Okay, Berdan is going to see its god as well. Well, as we can see, this is a good boss for a level 1 party. Can you please kill this thing? Okay. And now, where can we go to avoid... I don't think we can avoid the lightning. I don't know if there is one more.
I was sure.
Okay, Berdan is not dying anymore. this is a game over. Okay, so he succeeded to shut our free character with one. Oh no, maybe this is Berden that took the lightning. I don't know. Well, anyway, I think we are good with this fight. It will be a bit tough, but not undoable. Also because we have potions that we didn't give to our characters during the adventure. So this was quick dungeon. Okay, we have one thing to do is to set start in order to be able to publish. One last thing will be to add a description for the player. Okay, like type of adventure, example dungeon crawler. Okay, what level? Example level 1. Recommended level 1. Okay, because you can set up for level 1 to 3 at start. Okay, I will force level 1, but you can allow a player to be more free. Is there any spiders? Yes, no. Okay, this is important for your arachnophobic friends. You don't want them to be scared or to feel uncomfortable while playing, so take care to warn them, please. Also give a speech. The pitch of your adventure. Well, this is the plot of your adventure. Okay, so that the player know what is it about. And the last thing is how long is your adventure? Okay, give us please in your description all this information. This is the minimum required. Okay, so that the player can know before downloading what is it about. Okay, thank you very much for doing this. This box, sorry, it's just for you, like to-do list. Change the mapping about secret door and torch stuff. Okay, so this is just for you. The player won't see that. So with this, you are good to publish. So you have just to close the thing. Eventually add a picture in your custom campaign folder. Well, this is another tutorial. So, but you just have to select your map. If this wants to be closed at some point, probably kill the cleric, says Mordring. It's very possible. So we will have. Where is the quick dungeon? The quick dungeon is here, okay, and you just have to publish once it's done. Okay, so very simple. And the Steam Workshop will take the title and the description as automatic stuff. So now what we will do is to correct the thing. So we delete this, we move this, sorry. We will move all the thing from 1 square forward. Okay, we pick a wall in order to fulfill. And we just move the torch here. So we will have only one door, and you will see that maybe we can see behind it, even if it's closed. This is the thing we wanted to do, and other thing that we want to do. This group of goblins, we won't hide it. Okay, we will let it active from start, because we want that the player maybe will sneak and have them for free. This is our mood. Fight. Okay, now we will change, we will pick an activated law. Okay, we will pick this text and ctrl-c escape, then ctrl-v to copy. Okay, and we will also choose time panel. Then we will delete this one. Okay, so what we are doing here is to secure a bit our adventure, even though this is not really required for this one, but we will pick an area activator that we will put just in front of the door. Okay, and all our creature we will hide. So in this very situation, this is not required. We have seen that all was good. Our creature was not triggering when we don't want it to. But this is a way to secure your stuff. And we add gadget the law. Eventually we can auto open the door if your story is okay with this. And we will add all our monsters, so that when the player will walk on these squares, and only then the law will pop up and the monster will appear on the map. This is to avoid that eventually, when mostly when you are in forest map and stuff like that, a player roam the map and triggers a fight that it's not supposed to be triggered. So with this kind of setup, you make sure that the fight won't trigger until the player walks on this plate. Okay. And same for the last area. Okay. Just before the door, we will need the activated law. Okay. And then we add gadget. So I will do the invert this time. I will add gadget first and then erase the auto activation of monster. Okay. Auto spawn. We cancel this. Auto spawn means that the monster will be there from the start of the adventure. The start of the map. Okay. So we are good with this. Now I wanted to add three things. Well, four things, and we will see in this table. Okay. So first thing first. We will add a quest. So it will be quest 1. This is the internal name. This is for the game. Okay. And this title will be visible by the player. So quest title visible by the player. Okay, a bit long. We will auto start it. Okay. We let step 1. This is the first step. Well, kill the monster. Okay, and grab the key, because the key is the item we want. We were asked to collect a key kept by a monster. Okay, and the quest will end when not we kill the monster, but we own the item. So we will pick the item. Where is it? The brass key. Okay, and here you think to add 1. Okay, otherwise it will auto close. We retrieve the key. We can go home now. Okay. So this step will be shown in the player diary at start, because here we check this box auto start quest, and once we have the key, it will close and show the second text. So we can now start our adventure. Sorry, I'm a bit tired of speaking English. It may be not as good as it was at first. Oh, you can set up ambush. Yes, Mordring says that with the setup that we made with the activated area and the monster, you can ambush player by putting a creature behind it and stuff. Take care with that. It's a good thing to do, but take care with your mapping with that, because if a player cross an empty corridor and then just after it there is monster, this doesn't make sense. So take care to either use creature like spiders or flying things that can maybe be okay to sleep on the walls and roofs, and this is why it can appear behind. Or set up your lore in a way that the player understand that okay, it was possible that something someone was behind, because otherwise it just feels strange. Okay, so we have seen that our quest was triggered from the beginning of the adventure, okay, and the player know what to do. We were asked to collect a key kept by a monster. Okay, so this is something that you can add in your introduction if you don't want to use quest, but if not, you can use quest and have a bit more of entertainment for your player using the quest diary. Now what we will do is to add a little bit more fun, but a little bit more complexity as well. We will use an NPC and a variable, because the variable is required with the NPC and its dialogue. So we are here in the advanced thing, yet not that complicated. So we will pick a dialogue NPC, okay, and put it here. Okay, just near the crate, and we will enlight the stuff because there is someone here, so we can assume that he need light. We will pick an NPC. So because I'm using the unfinished business mode, there is a long list of creature, but we will pick a casual one, like Beryl, why not, or Beetroot, or Bertram. Bertram is famous enough. We will pick an encounter group, and this is the fourth one, because there is the 1, 2, and 3 here with the boss. Okay, so this is not the same group, and we will create and pick a dialogue. So the purpose of the dialogue is to give the quest. So first, what we will do is to uncheck this box. Okay, so the quest won't start from the beginning. Eventually, what we can do. I want to do something else. So we will start the quest from the beginning, okay? But we will add another step. Okay. So you add your step 2, you can call it step 1, here step 2. Save this. Speak to Bertram. We were exploring the area with Bertram and found some catacombs. Bertram wants to speak to us. So you have to make your quest diary fit with your introduction and stuff. So this is more space to give a lore to your player, but this is focused on what the player have to do. So speak to Bertram. We spoke to Bertram, and he asked us to retrieve something in the catacombs we just found. Okay, so we leave this as delegated because we want to trigger the end of this step in the dialogue with Bertram. Okay, and once it's done, then kill the monster and grab the key. So first we do this. We need a variable for the Bertram speech. So var Bertram speech. Is this speech? Yes. Okay, we let it as integer, and we will create a dialogue. Oops, save. Internal Bertram. So this name is for the game. This one is for you in the list. Okay. We save this. Select all and delete. So first thing first, I already said that in the tutorials, but give your dialogue a box of role. If you don't use it, then you don't use it. Okay, but it's there, and if you want later to change your dialogue and add a role, then you can already do without deselecting everything and stuff. Now, what is mandatory is to select a variable. Variable box, variable test. We will then pick our variable that we just created. We will put here 0, and we'll pick an NPC speech. So when the dialogue will trigger, when the player will click on the NPC, the game will set up all the roles that you have made. Then it will check this variable. If it's 0, so for us this will mean we don't have already spoken to this NPC, then yes, the game will say this branch with the main NPC. Hello, adventurers. I was waiting for you. I have something to say. Okay, so you can add your dial as you want. Okay, let's say it then. You pick another box with your NPC and you continue like that how long as you want. There is a special key there. I can feel it. Yet I also feel the magic of a creature. I will wait for you. Well, keep your sentences short. Do not hesitate to add several boxes. Please go and grab this key. I'll join you after. Okay, so you can add eventually choices and stuff if you want to let your player choose yes or no or anything else, but we are easy to ask. So yes, of course. Yes, of course, yeah. And then we had a finish box. Okay, so with this box we will add a quest operation. We pick our quest and then we have to select achieve step, and this will be we were asked to collect a key. We were exploring this area and found some catacombs. Okay, so we pick our step 1, we choose our outcome number if you have several to close, and then you're good. One other thing is to change the variable, because if the player re-click the NPC, you don't want to re-give the quest. Okay, so you will pick your variable operation, choose the Bertram speech, and then move it to 1. Okay, so now when the test will trigger, because it's a 1, it's not a 0, and then it won't read this branch. We will add another variable test, because we want more than 2 branches. So we pick this one and we let 1. Okay, so once it was 0 and the quests were given, then the variable moved to 1. Okay, now if there is a reclick and the variable is 1, then we will add NPC speech. This is like an endless and empty speech. Hurry up, guys, I need this key. Okay, and we just do this one. So this is a loop dialogue, because we don't change any variable here, and because the variable was already changed to 1, then every time we will click on Bertram, it will test, is it 0? No. Is it 1? Yes. And then it will say this, and because this is 1, if we right-click, it will do the same path again. Okay, and then we will add another check, because at some point the player will have the key. So this will be Bertram speech number 2. Okay, NPC speech. Oh, you have the key, I can feel it. Thank you very much. There we will give the key that we had. Okay. So we will have to add another quest step, and if the dialogue is not 0, so if this is not the first time we speak to Bertram, if we already add the key, and if we already give the key, okay, so this will be number 3, but we don't have to add a variable box, because this will be the last one. So if this is not all this, then it will be a 3 or 4 or anything else in the variable, and Bertram will say thank you again for the key, I won't forget. Okay, so this is our ending and looping dial after everything was done. Now there is our quest to enhance, to match with, to fit with the dialogue. So we retrieve the key, and now we will add a new step. We retrieve the key and can give it to Bertram now. Okay, so the player now give the key to Bertram. We have the key and must give it to Bertram. Okay, we gave the key to Bertram and can go home now. So we have our third step. This is also something delegated, but we need here, once we have the key, once we have collected the key, that Bertram says something else. Okay, because otherwise he will say the dial 1. So it was the loop, hurry up guys, I need the key. So now once we have the key, we will change the variable so that Bertram will say, oh thank you for the key, give me the key. and this step will auto start. So we have the key and must give it to Bertram. We go back to the dialogue. There. Oh, you have the key, I can feel it, thank you very much. And there we will change our quest operation and achieve step. It will be the step 3. We have the key and must give it to Bertram. There we give the key, so we can close this one. And we are almost good, because now we want to move in the quest. We have the key and must give it to Bertram. We give the key so that we can change the Bertram variable. Oops, set to 3. So that Bertram will loop with "oh thank you, I won't forget." I think we are almost good. There is one other thing to change, because Mordring says earlier that we might have a bug with the key if the key is in a higher ground and stuff, like we have with the bag here. Okay, I will just remove the key and enhance the quest a bit. So once here we can how can we do this? Okay, when you do this, I will add a quest step. So take care with this, because you will have to recheck your dial. Okay, new step. So this is the step 2. Find and kill the creature. Bertram says that a creature has a key that we want. Okay, we will select kill creature. One creature. We want to kill our shaman. Where is it? It's here. We killed a shaman. We must have the key. Okay. And now we just have to grab the key. Okay, so we add another step. And now the player knows that he had to speak with Bertram, then kill a creature, then grab a key, and then give the key to Bertram. Okay, so we are good with this. We have to check our dial. This is good enough, and this is now the step 4. Is it? Yes, we have the key and must give it to Bertram. Okay, and now we are good with our adventure. So I will no, we are not good, sorry, because when we kill the shaman, then we will not grant experience, we will add an item, and we will give this key. So this step will auto close because we will give the key, but if you want to let the key on the monster, then you will need this step like for real, because you will wait that the player has the key to move forward. Okay, so here I will just do a quick break. I'll be right back in 2 minutes and we will see the rest. And okay, we are back. So I will just do a little more polish with this adventure. First polish will be to add another variable. Okay, we will call it killed, boss killed. Okay, and it's set up to 0. Then we will use the variable activator, not variable operation, but variable activator. Where is it? Variable change. Okay, I will put it here. When the variable boss killed is equal to 1, when the activator will test the variable and recognize it as 1, then we will add where are you? Yeah, activated law. Okay, this will be a black screen, so the model panel. Title boss killed. Okay, we killed the boss and looked at the corpse. We found a key. Okay, so of course you do something better here, but when the boss will be killed, then this text will pop up, and as you can see, we give the key via the quest. Okay, so this law will explain why we have the key. Now we have, one thing to do in the quest. This is when we kill the shaman, then we have to change the variable. Boss killed, set up to 1. Okay. Eventually, as we are here, we can give some experience point. Like, I don't know, 100 experience points when we give the key. We don't give XP for the kill because the creature auto give some. Then we have done this, so when we will kill the creature, this will pop up, and we will also kill Bertram. Okay, because we want him to move, so we will destroy the creature. Here we pick the encounter group 4. Okay, and this is it. So Bertram here will be killed. What we will do is to pick another Bertram. So we will select the dialogue as well. So we will pick another Bertram, and we will place it maybe here. Okay, and we will let 4, then it will be auto killed because of this thing. Okay, so you call it 5, you spawn, and when the thing is set up to 1, when the var boss killed is set up to 1, then you add the spawn of this creature. Okay, this means when you kill the boss, a black screen will appear with some law. A key will be granted via the quest, and Bertram will be killed here and appear here. Okay, still, because we have the same dialogue selected, then it will trigger the third branch of the dialogue because we change it in the quest stuff, and you can continue your quest without moving all through the dungeon again. Okay, so we can we are good now, so we can play test. I think we don't forget anything. And as you can see, this advanced part was a bit more longer than all the rest, or equivalent, but it will provide a bit more of fun, even though this is not mandatory to do the same thing. As we seen earlier, we have set up because of the key and the door is locked, then the player is in the need of killing the orc. to have the key and get out of the adventure. So we are good. Because the torch is enlightened, we know that there is something. Because the quest says speak to Bertram, we will speak to Bertram. Okay, hello adventurers, was waiting for you, I have something to say, okay. There is a special key, I can feel it. Please go and grab this key, of course. Okay, so find and kill the creature. We can have it all. We won't fight, so I will cheat. I will make invincible, sorry, party. Reveal the fog of war and idle monsters. Okay, all the three, so that I can move through the whole dungeon. And work on the traps as well. Okay, we have somewhere love, and there we trigger the monsters. Okay, because we have cancelled the fog of war. It's a bit weird, but no worry. Oh, I forgot to move the wall, but it's okay. Okay. So there is the final encounter. You had here your pre-boss lore. I forgot to make it timed pop-up. Okay. Because here we have to unidle monsters. The door is locked, we need the key. The boss doesn't have the key on him, so we need to kill it. Now. Oops, sorry. My bad. Misclick. Well, anyway, you're not in a rush if you check this video. That variable tuto is very helpful. I will need for my CODM5 entry. Yes, this is why this tuto, because I don't necessarily want that player lose time with variables and quest and NPC. So you are not. You can just focus on the first part of this video and do simple stuff with activated lore, etc. But if you have time and if you want to enhance a bit your adventure, you can use variable, quest and dialogue. So, sorry, we will do it again. We will have to speak to Bertram anyway. And after that, we will just add a last thing for fun. This will be our title. Okay, I will use the cheat option to idle monster, etc. Bertram, can you please trigger the quest? Yes. So now we will have to reach the boss. Oh yeah, Mordring already made some more complex adventures, for sure. Like it's easy to learn, and once you have learned the first things, then you can do very complex stuff and very rich adventures. But for this contest, I just want you, well, it's for this video especially is for rookie mappers. So if you're a rookie mapper, don't overwhelm yourself too much variable dialogue and stuff. Just keep it a basic dungeon crawler with a bit of attention in the decoration, and as you can see, this is not that complicated. Yes. Okay, so we will kill this boss. Then the variable was changed. The black screen appear. So we killed the boss and look at the corpse. We found the key. And Bertram moved here. Okay, and it was killed on the entrance. Okay, so we can already give the key to Bertram. We can speak to him. Oh, you have the key. I can feel it. Thank you very much. And this is where the quest ends. So if we re-speak to Bertram, thank you again for the key. I won't forget. Okay. So we haven't re-click on Bertram at the start, but he would have said the looping sentence. Hurry up, guys! I need the key. Okay. And because we don't give the key to Bertram, then we can open the door. But if you want, you can set up the door auto open with the activated the variable change. Okay, if you want, you can do this so that the player can finish its adventure and export the characters. This is our ending title. Do you want to leave? Yes, and that's it. So we will just add a little more thing just for fun. And because we can. Okay, so we reopen the Dungeon Maker. We will pick our quick dungeon. Then we will add another dialogue. Do we? No, we want. We will use something else. It will be easier. So here in this room, first we will let the door locked. Okay, but we can add the gadget here so that it will auto open when the boss will be killed. So we don't need the key anymore. You can change the key item for something else that Bertram can want, like a jewelry or anything else. And we will finish quietly by adding a merchant. Okay, and also a banter NPC. Okay, so the banter is just here to make a justification of why there is a merchant here in this room. So we will pick, I don't know what, maybe a sorcerer, maybe a scout. Okay, we can make it multiple line eventually, not random. Oh, adventurers. Thank you to open this door. You can add a continue tag here so that the player knows that he will have to re-click. We were stuck here for a long time, not able to find our way to the dungeon from this side. Okay, continue, and then please look at our stuff before leaving. And there you can add end so that the player knows there is no other discussion left. I like to add this because if the player continue to click, then there is nothing more, and if he insists, then click to restart, because this is what will happen if you continue to click, then the dial restart. So that the player know, okay, there is nothing left. Also, because in the old school CRPG, there is sometimes things hidden when you click and continue clicking on the characters. So if you want to do something like that, you can. You put some points, and at some points you add a hint for something else, etc. You can do this. You will check the encounter group. This one will be 6. This one will be 7, in case you need to destroy it or what. Then we will need someone with the scout, so it can be a sorcerer, why not? And we will add a general store, but if you want, you can create your own store. So how to create a own store? You will pick a custom merchant inventory, a new inventory. You can leave it as it is here. Personal merchant. So this is the title that the player will see. Okay, so take care with this. It can be Toys R Us or something like that. You know, this is the shop name. So personal shop. Here, this is the price, the original price when the seller will sell to you things. So if you put 0, this is the original price of the item. Okay, and this is the buyback percent, as it is said. So it will be the original price, but only 17% of it. Okay, you can eventually leave it as it is. You can also authorize the detection of magic by the seller and the identification as well. Okay, I put a very low price because there is nothing to do in this adventure, so there is not many gold and stuff. And then you can add all the items that you want, but you will have to add them one by one, so it will be a bit long to set up. Though once you have done this one time, think that you can export and import your list toward your adventure. Okay, so take the time to make it to make a list of shops that you like, and then import and export between your campaigns, so that it will be easier. We will just use a general shop, okay, a pre-made one. So it will be this one, just in order to sell stuff, but not to buy stuff, because we already gave some cool items. And this is it. Okay, so we have our adventure ready to play, ready to go, ready to publish, and this tuto ready to end. We will just make a last playthrough. Still, we will kill the monster in an easy way. We won't redo battles. Okay, so put your intro here. We explore some caves and stuff with Bertram. We found, after days of travel, something strange, etc. Then speak to Bertram. Okay, hello adventurers. I feel something. Let's go. So this is a very simple adventure. As you can see, like in no more than 2 hours, we have done it in full. We can cheat and kill monsters. You also can use CTRL Shift and K to kill monsters. Well, this is with the unfinished business mode that we have this option, but with the next DLC Palace of Ice you will be able to as well. Okay, so we have our potions here, or something, I don't remember exactly. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yes, oof. Oof. it was close. Okay, and this is an adventure like if you played it with friends in multiplayer, it will be a bit more long than if you play solo. I think we can play this adventure in like 45 minutes, and this is nice to a short session. Okay, redo this 2 or 3 times, and you have a good short to medium adventure. So you do this 60 times and you have a full campaign. Okay, I don't use the plates and stuff. Oh, one thing here, you see the gap between the walls. This is why I add two doors here. Even then, with 2, we can see the gap. So this is not bad if you add a corridor with several hidden doors, so that the player won't see the gap at all. This is how the game is made, so we can't do anything else with this, but if you think about it, this is a bit better. Oh, I forgot to change this once again. There is our fight. Yes. We won't let the creature kill us. Title boss killed. We kill the orc shaman. We find the key in the closet. And Bertram is here, ready to pick the item. So if you want to give the item to Bertram, you will have to add something to delete the key from the party. Okay, I think about this. This is our ending title. So we left the dungeon. We made Bertram happy and stuff like that. Here you put the ending situation. Hello Cars, welcome. Sorry, this is an English tuto, but I will move to French in no time. Just finishing this. This is our banter. Oh, adventurer, thank you to open this door. Continue, so the player will continue. We were stuck here for a long time, not able to find a way to the dungeon from this side. I say this because there is stairs here, so it will be very strange if there is people living in this room and not able to move, but we will have to leave, so we will move. Take care to make your situation in a logical way, okay? And we have our sorcerer here in order to sell all things that we have looted before. Okay, and we are good with this. I will just change the little detail of the last activated lore, and then we are good for good. So you can do your adventure once again until May 7. You can take part. So as you can see, this is really not a long time to do. You can do several adventures until then, so just pick 2-3 hours and or less, depending on your style and ideas. Okay, here we will change a main character to timed panel, because we want the pop-up and not the character to say the thing. Okay. So this is it. We are done with this quick tuto on how to make a full and quick dungeon. Okay, with just a small map and like nothing very fancy to do. There is yet the advanced part with quest, dialogue, and variables. Okay, eventually in the dialogue here you can set up, because we don't need the key anymore. You can set up the inventory operation and lose item. There you pick all the party because you don't know which one will have the key. if it's a key looted, and you pick the brass key. Okay. So when you will speak to Bertram, oh, you have the key, I can feel it, thank you very much. He will pick the key from your inventory and you don't have it anymore. Okay. And we do this because we have auto opened the door. But if you need the key to open the door, then maybe it can be a quest step, open the door with the key and then give it to Bertram and stuff like that. Well, it's all from me. Thank you, Mordream, for passing by this quick tuto video live stream, and see you soon for something else.